the future of language, something that I've thought a lot about and had many different people express to me their ideas, but also their concerns about Icelandic as a language going forward. So I'd be curious to have both of your perspectives on such matters.
Well, first, I'd like to say I think the Snorri Program, we're definitely doing our part for making our effort to try to help encourage more non-native speakers to learn the language. And I think if you went back and counted, I don't have a number off the top of my head for you, but I could start naming Snorris who've North American Snorris who've moved to Iceland for either a short period of time or a long period of time or permanently and have learned the language. So Snorri, I mean, is definitely in our own small way involved in helping preserve the Icelandic language and encourage more people to learn it as a second language.
For sure. And just in general, I think Icelandic is a very strong language, and any native speaker will speak it for the rest of their lives. And of course, the language changes, but I think Icelandic is still strong and will stand strong for the next many, many decades.
How about some tips from a native Icelandic speaker and someone who has studied the language? Tips for those trying to learn the language?
Yeah, well, I think that one of the best ways to learn a foreign language is get a partner that speaks the language.
Like a tandem partner or like a romantic partner?
Like a romantic partner.
Oh,
okay, because I disagree. That hasn't worked for me very well with German. I feel really weird speaking German although I do learn a lot just like from osmosis, from listening to him. But I feel super weird speaking German with him. Do you and Claire speak Icelandic together?
Sentences, yes. As far as her capabilities reach, then yes. And right. Kind of.
I respect that. I admire that because I feel super awkward doing that in my relationship. Tips, I don't know. For one, don't buy into the hype that Icelandic is impossibly hard, and also manage your expectations. You know, people are saying it's impossibly hard. One, it's not. Two, you don't have to master it to, become conversational. So maybe focus on understanding first a bit more, then on becoming conversational at a basic level. Don't think from the very beginning about, being able to write your PhD dissertation in it or something. Also, be careful with asking native speakers for tips and whether this is right or wrong and stuff. Well, you can ask them what's right or wrong, but be careful with asking them for explanations because the same is true for native speakers of any language. Most of us are terrible at giving explanations of why something is the way it is in our own languages because we never had to learn it in the same way. So that can be really frustrating. So look for a native speaker who either has taught before, like has teacher training, or is well versed in foreign languages themselves, or ask another foreigner who's learned the language because sometimes they actually can explain things better to you.
Fantastic. If you enjoyed this clip, you can find all of our other podcast content wherever, in fact, you listen to podcasts, on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or just in general, Google Icelandic Roots Podcast, and you can find more content just like this. Thank you for listening, and check out our other YouTube videos.